on to an ecosystem in the other side of the world, this time in Bogota, in Colombia, one of the most inspiring ecosystems that we have. Basically, the ecosystem was just gets better every year. We have with us Juan David from the Cámara de Comercio de Bogotá, that will give you a little bit of an introduction and explanation about what had happened. I will just say that Bogota has increased substantially in this year. It is 7 spots up, and really, really interesting to see how the ecosystem is growing and becoming a major player in Latin America. So yeah, Juan David, feel free to start.
Hi, Eli. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you for the all the team of the StartupBlink for Bogota. It's a great opportunity to share our case in this scenario. I don't know if you in this moment you look my screen well, or are you looking?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I have troubles in this moment. I don't know if it's working like this or not. Like
this way we see the slides very small. The first way that you showed was perfect. We could see it
like that.
Great, big. Yes, like this.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, for us it's a pleasure to be here, to be in this important event. We work a lot with the StartupBlink. So for us it's an amazing opportunity to share what is happening here in Bogota, what is happening in Colombia, because it's a really interesting city that you show in the report. Jump 7 spots in the global index. In this moment, we are the 17th city in the world with the most interesting ecosystem, entrepreneurial ecosystem in the world. My name is Juan David Castaño. I am the Strengthening Vice President in the Bogota Chamber of Commerce. One is the most important entities or players in the Bogota ecosystem. And we are going to use these 5 minutes to share some interesting information about Bogota. Bogota has a strategic position that makes a great city. We have more than 7 million of population, more than 10,000 dollars of GDP per capita, that put us as a great city to launch a startup. But not only thinking in Bogota. When we put Bogota in Colombia, Colombia has like 50 million of population. But when we look all the Latin American region, we also can talk about more than 200 million of population. And Bogota played a really important role in this continent. As you can see in the screen, Bogota, when Global Entrepreneurship Monitor report put Colombia as a best country in Latam to start a business in 2022. We also put some information about World Bank in the Doing Business report, put also Colombia as one of the most important countries in Latin America to open a business, but also with magazine or with companies, specialized companies, for example, FDI Intelligence, put also Bogota as a second place in Latin America in the future cities in our region. But also when we share some information about VC industry, when we look at all the Bogota case of a study, we understand that Colombia is the number 23 of the VC funding globally. So and most and all that investment we have here in Bogota, we concentrate more than 60% of the Colombia startups. We already have 3 unicorns, but we also have 8 unicorns. So that shows entrepreneurship ecosystem really grow fast. In 2020, we grow more than 100% of the investment that we receive here in our city, in our country of VCs. Only in 2021, we represent more than 20% of the all VC investment in Latin America. But it's not only that. Bogota is an entertainment and cultural city, not only place. We can visit more than 90 art galleries here in our city. We have more than 45 theaters. We have more than 130 museums here in our city. So it's a really interesting city of a vibrant city of a creative economy, but not only Bogota, is in all our country. And when we look the entrepreneurship ecosystem here in our city, we find that we have more than 40 accelerators in Colombia and more than 16 in Bogota. That is are really important for grow our startups. Here in Bogota, we have more than 12 government entities and development agencies that work every day to strengthen the entrepreneurship ecosystem here in our city. But we also have more than 5 multilateral and development bank and institutions working together to strong our startups, to strong and to help our entrepreneurship here in Bogota. We also have more than 10 association and entrepreneurship clubs that share good and bad practices in this conversation. That is one of the most important things to strengthen ecosystem who work together for our entrepreneurs. And we have more than 10 venture capital funds here to invest every day in our startup and to help to grow this startup not only in Colombia, but also in LATAM and for the entire world. But it's not only all the work that we do for strength the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Bogota. We also have a really important economy that grows and grows every day. In this year, Colombia, we expect that grow more than other countries in Latin America, but not only for 2022. In the recent 15, 16 years, the Colombian economy grows more than the others economy in Latin America. So we share a really stable economy that will keep improving by 2022. We combine that strong and stable economy with a really important ecosystem for our entrepreneurs. And we also share a vision from the Bogota Chamber of Commerce and the other entities that work for this important ecosystem. And for us, as I already say, for the Bogota Chamber of Commerce, it has been a priority in the last years to work and to position Bogota as the capital of entrepreneurship in Latin America. But we want to end this pitch with a really great news for all the ecosystem, entrepreneur ecosystem here in Bogota, in Colombia, in Latam. We, in the past 2 months, we launched one of the most important agendas to improve our entrepreneurship ecosystem here in Bogota. We launched our Science and Innovation District that we are going to start to build, and we are going to open his doors, if we can say like that, in 2026. And that district of innovation, of entrepreneurship agendas, what is the most important project in Colombia, and we lead here in the Bogota Chamber of Commerce with the national government of our country, with the district government of Bogota. And with that final project, we expect to put to Bogota in the first or the second position of the most important ecosystem in Latam. So Alive for us is a great opportunity to have this space to share our vision, to share our numbers, and to invite all the person who works in the entrepreneurship ecosystem in Latam, in the entire world, to join us here in Bogota and to share and to build that vision that we have to strong our ecosystem alive. So thank you for the space.
Thank you, Juan David. Great ecosystem that you have in Bogota. I've been there 2 years ago. I really honestly recommend it. If people don't know, Rappi is now based there, one of the most important Latin American startup in